Happy Tuesday conversation where we talk about difficult topics. So I am going to talk about the difficult topic of appearing as if everything is okay. I'm not quite sure when I developed that habit or that belief that I had to look like I was perfect, or that feeling that it wasn't okay for me to be less than perfect. In my life, there have been wonderful times when I have been very vulnerable and I have been very open and honest with my feelings or my situation, and wonderful things have happened, such as I remember when I went to one of my high school reunions. I was sitting at a table and I started talking about the fact that I had been divorced twice, and that really opened up the conversation for other people to talk about their life in a very real kind of way. And if I remember correctly, most people were divorced. Maybe everyone at the table had been divorced. And so we could just talk openly about it. And it actually helped some people at the table have some wonderful healing to go on and to realize about themselves, and in a way to open up the floodgates for some really positive, awesome things to happen in that person's life. So I know that when I do risk, but on the flip side of that, I can remember a story when I was 14. My sister died of cancer. She was 21 at the time. And I remember being in the restroom and I was crying. I was really upset about some interaction that had happened and thinking about my sister. And this girl came into the restroom and asked me if I was okay, and I told her all about my sister dying, and she just said something very casual, very flippantly, and then just left the restroom. And so I felt very exposed and I felt very vulnerable. And so what I have learned in life is that it is not always okay to be open with everyone, that it is wise to be open with people that you feel like and believe and hopefully know that will be trustworthy with those emotions. So that is why some of these conversations will be a little bit deeper for me than others, but that I can only be as vulnerable as I feel like is safe. So this is about being vulnerable and being open, and that it is okay. It is okay to not be perfect. It is okay to struggle. It is okay to have challenges. And when I say it's okay, that doesn't mean that's what I want for you. That doesn't mean that life always has to have that challenge, but it is that it is okay to acknowledge that you are challenged by something, that you are struggling with something, and it is a beautiful thing if you are willing to face it and hopefully get some assistance, or just through reflection on your own, if you are able to do something with that knowledge. So I hope that you just know and remember that it's okay to be human and to struggle, and that with struggle can also come safe spaces and places that you can look at that struggle and that challenge, and that you can be stronger, and that you can be safer, and that you can be more comfortable and more at peace. So thank you very much for joining this conversation. Blessed be, always working for peace.